How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another video. We're here in my garage today and I've got a special treat for you guys. Behind me here, you'll see that we've got a special car here and I kind of want to do a build breakdown of what this is. This is actually my good friend Curtis's F31 Wagon. Yes, you heard that right. This is an F31 Wagon, which is pretty rare to find here in the States. And as you guys can kind of tell already, it's got quite a few mods on it. And so I wanted to spend today's video to kind of go over what the car is and what kind of modifications are on it. Because this is far from stock, it's got a plethora of mods and it's just a really cool build and it gets a ton of attention here in the city. So like I said, this is something that you don't see every day. And what I mean by that is the fact that this is the wagon version of the F chassis. And so this is going to be an F31. So it's essentially going to be the 3 Series of the F chassis, only it's going to have that wagon and have that extra practicality and space. And this car actually has the N20 motor, so it's a 4-cylinder and it's got turbos. And actually this thing has upgraded turbos. So I'm actually going to go through a modification list here shortly, but as you guys can see, currently it has some mods already on the exterior. So I love this build because it's kind of an OEM plus. Curtis has a really good style, just like me, in my opinion. And he's got, just some subtle upgrades on the outside. He's gonna put some bigger tires on here, but at some point. I'll just kind of go over the exterior modifications that you see currently on the car. So right now, you can see we've got an M3 style front bumper. He's had a couple different bumpers. This started as just a regular 328 kind of base model, and he ended up doing, an M Sport conversion on the whole thing, and then later on decided to go with the M3 bumper. And so he's got an M3 front bumper here. As you guys can see, we've got the style 513Ms, which are super kind of popular and hard to find these days in good condition. So this is going to be an 18-inch wheel. He's got a 235/40 on the front right now, but again, I think he plans to put some bigger tires on here. Initially, when he bought the wheels and tires, it was, spec'd for an F80, and so it was a really aggressive setup. And he actually ended up raising the car just to kind of help with, the fitment issues that he was kind of having. And it's a little bit high, and he agrees. So, I think with some bigger tires, it'll help fill out that gap. But same thing here in the back. These are going to be a 265/35/18 on the back, but it looks fantastic. I actually love these wheels a lot on this car. One of my favorite wheels from BMW to date. And especially on the F chassis, on the F30s, F31s, F32s, that sort of stuff. I think the 513Ms and the 437M wheels are the best wheels for that chassis. So again, wagon, this is a pretty rare color too. So this is a pretty rare color. And I think this is a sparkling bronze metallic. I'll have to confirm that, but it's a really unique color. So it's got a lot of metallic flake in it, as you guys can kind of see here. And it's just a color that you never see. And I mean, it's already rare because it's a wagon, and it's even more rare because this is a color that you just don't see ever. And additionally, going on some of the exterior modifications here, you'll see we've got an M style or a M Sport rear bumper with the diffuser. It's got quad exhaust here as well. And yeah, I mean, it's obviously lowered a little bit. And again, I'll go through the mod list here, but just kind of want to show you the car first. Black interior. And this car is in really, really good shape, as you guys can tell. I just washed it and cleaned it up. Made it nice and sparkly for him. And the inside is in really great condition as well. Here's the back here. So this is like the ultimate dadmobile. I mean, it's practical with the whole boot here. Plenty of space to put strollers and car seats in and stuff. Go do Costco runs, things like that. So it's got all of the practicality that you need. And what I like about this car and this build is that he's done some proper modifications to make it just a more fun car to drive and a little bit more power. So as you guys can see here, it's got an upgraded steering wheel here, nice thick and chunky, kind of an M Performance style wheel with the nice paddles. This car actually has 128,000 miles on it, and you would never know that. Additionally, he did a full CarPlay upgrade here. So we've got CarPlay in here. It's got the CIC controller, so you can toggle back and forth between normal iDrive and then the CarPlay, aftermarket CarPlay system here. But it's got everything you need. you know, Eco, Pro, you know, regular mode, comfort mode, sport mode, things like that. So I pretty much have been driving this car for the last few months. He's been letting me borrow it. So I've been, you know, renting it off of him for a little while just because I sold all of my other cars. You'll see we've got the wood grain trim here. It's just such a nice, clean car. Super awesome to have as a daily driver. And showing you stuff under the hood. I did mention already that this has, you know, some modifications, upgraded turbo, tune, things like that. But under the hood, it looks pretty generic. I mean, you can see we've got an MST intake here. Again, I'll go over the mod list here shortly. I did just kind of clean up in here, so it's a little bit wet, as you can see, but we've got a ton of space in here because we've eliminated that giant air intake box that was down here. You can see we've got some intercooler piping and things like that. And again, this has an upgraded turbo inside of it, so it probably makes around 350 at the wheels or so, is my guess. Maybe between 325, 350. So it's not a crazy amount of power, but you know, this thing gets up in boogies pretty nicely. And this is, I believe, an all-wheel drive car as well. So it hugs the road pretty nicely. So nice, really nice car. I'm gonna go ahead and give you the build breakdown in terms of modifications. All right, so let's go over a modification list. Starting here with some performance mods. It's obviously tuned via boot mode, custom tune, I believe. Evolution Raceworks charge pipe, you may have seen that under the hood. Go Fast Bits diverter valve. Evolution Raceworks turbo to intercooler charge pipe. Musselman MSL3850 turbo. So that's what I was talking about. This thing makes some really cool noises. It almost sounds, I mean, in cabin, it's not super crazy loud, but you get some crazy turbo flutter every once in a while. And when I'm driving this thing turns some heads. And especially when people are outside walking, they can hear the turbo. It's pretty cool. Evolution Raceworks high flow catted down pipe, Bilstein B8s shocks and struts. Again, so it is lowered. So, you know, again, we're going to kind of finish that fitment once he gets some better sized tires. I think it'll fill out some of that wheel gap. So the B8s, I've run those before in the past on, you know, a couple different cars, and they are not adjustable, but super fantastic suspension for a daily driven car. Brembo front rotors, Zimmerman rear rotors, has an AWE Touring exhaust with quad tips. Let's see, he's got Eibach Pro Kit springs, MST intake plus turbo inlet, VRSF HD intercooler upgrade. It's got Kohler spark plugs. Again, it does have the M-style side skirts here, the M3 front bumper conversion, M-Sport style rear bumper conversion, M-Sport style rear diffuser with the quad diffuser there. The TLG Tommy L Garage mud flaps. Again, the BMW 513M wheels. It's got the BMW blackout grills, smoked sequential turn signals on the mirrors, ECS tuning billet aluminum oil cap, M3 rear bump stops, M-Sport door sill kick plates. Yep, so it's got a little M logo right there. OEM BMW Euro mirror glass, so he even changed the mirrors, so I know that kind of gives you some better visibility. Those are cool. Ambient light upgrade strips on the interior, M Performance steering wheel with the airbag, wireless charger tray for your phone, Redline BMW mag phone mount sitting there, 4K dash cam mount, which is not currently in the car. Wireless CarPlay I mentioned earlier, and the calipers are painted. So there might be a couple other little odds and ends that we might be missing off of that list, but I would say that's the bulk of what to expect. I believe he's willing to sell this car. So if you're looking for a really cool wagon, you know, it's in really fantastic shape, especially for its age and for its mileage. And this car has been to a couple of local shops for, you know, all the maintenance and things like that. It's also got a brand new radiator. What else? Yeah, I mean, this car is super turnkey. Again, if you're looking for a daily, really cool daily, this thing turns a ton of heads because you just don't see that many wagons out there. So, you know, just to show you guys some more of the exterior here to what to expect if you're looking to possibly purchase this thing. I will have Curtis's info in the video description, but really clean car. I know he's actually got a front bumper and rear bumper that he just received, so he's going to refresh both of those just to make it nice and new feeling. So yeah, I mean, really nice car. I don't know what else to really say about it. It's just such a unique thing. I think he was talking about maybe doing kind of a different tail light. With the wagon, it's different. The F30 taillights don't fit the wagon, so you have to find one that's a wagon specific. So you might be doing something with the taillights, because again, that is like one of the rare few things on this car that hasn't really been changed. And I just love it because it's a, you know, really unique kind of OEM plus build. And it's a little bit of a sleeper too. So it's making, you know, quite a bit more power than it did when it was stock with the N20 motor. So, you know, having that upgraded turbo is a really nice addition. He's got a lot of money and time and effort into this thing, and it's just a super clean build. All right, guys, so kind of a short video today, but wanted to do a build breakdown on this just because I think this is a really cool car. And again, I've been driving this for a few months now, and it doesn't skip a beat. It's a perfect daily driver, super practical, haul the kids, go to Costco, that sort of stuff. Makes it super simple and easy to drive. And yeah, it's got a little bit more spunk to it with that turbo in there. So anyway, if you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns about the build or anything about what's going on with the channel and what's going on in my life, let me know in the comments below. Yep. You'll see that car back there. That's my old G80, but no, it's not mine. It's actually still owned by my buddy. And it was just here because I did a full detail on it for him. So that car is also for sale if you're looking for a pretty much turnkey 2022 G80 6-speed manual with 27,000 miles on it, I believe. Has some mods as well, but yeah, anyway, I will have Curtis's info in the video description below if you want to reach out to him and throw him an offer on this awesome build. A lot of money and effort into it, so highly recommend it. Anyway, stay tuned. I've got a lot of content on the way, a lot of big changes happening here in the upcoming months. So look forward to talking to you guys then. We'll see you guys on the next video. Take care.